Today, we'll be looking at three charts of the S&P 500 after last week's big advance. So we're starting here in a short-term chart, looking at the 14-period RSI on a 2-hour time frame. As we can tell, this is now the 9th time we've seen a short-term overbought condition in 2023. As we have colored here in blue, 5 of the previous 8 times led to additional upside action, where the red, of course, signify the times when they marked short-term trading tops. We know very well when these occurred, early February, late July, with the high of the year, and again, the failed rally from August through September. So the question is, of course, what will this one bring? And so I would say the one thing that stands out is that only one other time did a condition like this happen soon after a market low, and that, of course, was by the end of March after the low in March was hit, and we had a strong rally from the low here. Very similar situation where the market was down 11% here, 9% here, turned on a dime, and then made a very oversold condition that become pretty substantially overbought. So what's the next step? Well, looking at the same chart, but with a slightly different perspective, is that when the second quarter began, as we talk about a lot, things really changed from a two-way volatility perspective. The number of big 1% advances and declines started to lessen. That created less whipsaw-like activity and led to more successful bullish patterns, this being the biggest one. And so you think about how this transpired, where we had the big downturn, the turn, which then created the head, of course, then a consolidation afterward, after the overbought condition, created the right shoulder, then we got the breakout. Now, the RSI itself almost got oversold during this time frame, but more importantly, this was sideways moving action. Now, we know it wasn't really easy to sit through initially because it looked like it was rolling over twice here, first at the end of April, then at the beginning of May, but that didn't happen. And so right here, same type of thing where we can look back to the previous parts of this downturn. This can now be the left shoulder, the turn, and the quick move higher creates the potential head. Again, very sharp but identifiable, and then some more consolidation could create a right shoulder again. Now, this might turn into something different. We could use this as a left shoulder and this as maybe a right shoulder, but we get the point. And the point is that being able to deal with an overbought condition, whether short-term or longer term, in a constructive way, leads to action like this. And of course, all of this is happening after the latest Swag breadth thrust, which of course you all know about by now. And the other time we had that this year was March 31st, again, right in the same time frame we were talking about. And both of these happened after getting 2 straight 1% declines, only 2 times that has happened in 2023. And this is how things really change, where you have the quote unquote, capitulation or V bottom here. But the most important thing is what comes after that. And that's how one of these wide thrusts can turn into something more substantial and potentially see an uptrend like this. And for that to happen, the S&P again would have to take advantage of the positive seasonality to the end of the year. That's it for what we have today. Check out these other videos we have and subscribe, and talk to you soon. Thank you.